Mrs. Jane Eisemann is a combination of many qualities. During the oil spill, she had many roles. She felt sad and upset, but she thinks we are all responsible for the oil spill, and she had hope. Here is a story that she wrote that captures her personality. We were on our way home, coming out of Ketchmock Bay. Up in front of us, I saw a huge bloated otter floating with his paws straight up. We went to check it out, and the otter appeared to be dead. As we got closer, within 5 feet, he woke up quite startled. Eyes wide, he let out a terrible scream, threw his paws up in the air, and sounded to safety. What could have been a heart-wrenching experience turned into one of joy. It left me with a feeling of hope.
My name is Jane Maria Eisemann, and I've been in Kodiak for almost 40 years. I have fished commercially probably for 25 of those years, and I probably will again. I teach Maritime Science and Technology and Natural Resources at the high school, and I'm the FFA advisor. And I represent the city of Kodiak on the Prince William Sound Regional Citizens Advisory Council, which is kind of part of this whole prevention of oil spill group. So one of our band members wrote a song called "No Moose is Good Moose." It was just a song about it's a humorous song, and it makes fun of, well, it doesn't make fun. It was just a way that we as musicians could keep the issue of the oil spill in people's minds. So yeah, I was in a band, and we decided to, one of the band members decided to write a song about the oil spill and what happened and the sadness of it all.
Stacy Studebaker, singer-songwriter.
No moose is good moose if you're a fish or a whale. No moose is good moose to a duck or a snail. It's black, brown, and deadly, kills things in its path. It's from the illusion of safety caught the pipeline's wrath. We'll all be friends that Kodiak won't take a bath or sing, and no moose is good moose. How could Exxon hire a skipper with such a flaky reputation who couldn't drive a car but caused the biggest oil spill in the nation?
When I first heard about the oil spill, I think it's kind of ironic, and I pulled into the gas station and left the door open so I could listen to the news. And that's when I first heard about the oil spill. And I kept thinking, wow. And I didn't realize how bad it was at first, because it just was kind of like, yep, the tanker has run aground in Prince William Sound, and it's leaking quite a bit of oil. So how I felt at first was kind of like whenever you hear any kind of bad news and you don't know a lot about it yet, it's like, oh my goodness, that doesn't sound good. And I think one of the first things I thought about was the herring fishery that would be taking place in Prince William Sound in the not too distant future from the day that the oil spill happened. So there was concern initially, and then when I found out how devastating it was and how widespread, and it came to Kodiak, the oil, and all the way down to Chignik, a lot of tears were shed because of just such a pristine environment was so damaged. And it was just a very sad thing, and a lot of anger too. So anger, sadness, and confusion. It's like, what does that mean for me as a commercial fisherman? So 1988 was one of the best salmon seasons ever in Kodiak, and we were all looking forward to the same kind of a salmon season. And we were all scrambling, wondering what we were going to do. We weren't sure what our future was going to be. So I ended up being part of the oil spill cleanup. It opened lots of doors for me and opened my eyes really wide about how things work in the world. So we kind of took turns rotating through contracts. So we got to deliver mail and groceries to all the different task forces around Prince William Sound.